We are picking from the 10th spot where the Bears are normally. We're going to do something special today. So, we're going to go through 4 rounds and we're going to make the picks right now. And then we're going to bring in a special guest to make her picks on another mock draft that we restart. So, let's start this up, enter the draft here, and start it up. All right. So, we have Shador Sanders, number 1 to Tennessee. Cam Ward, number 2 to the Browns. Abdul Carter, number 3 to the Giants. Tetero McMillan, number 4, goes to the New England Patriots. Travis Hunter to the Jaguars at 5. Malachi Starks, safety out of Georgia, to the Raiders at 6. Will Campbell, tackle LSU, to the Jets at 7. James Pierce Jr., edge rusher out of Tennessee, to the Carolina Panthers at 8. Mason Graham, defensive interior, to Michigan at 9. And the Bears are on the clock with the 10th pick. Looking at this board here, it would have been nice if Mason Graham fell to them. To me here, this is a surefire pick if Mason Graham is on the board. But with the Bears needing needs here, running back, center, guard, edge rusher, I would say since we have the 39th and the 41st pick, we are probably going to be looking at an edge rusher there. So unless they really fall in love with an edge rusher here that they really, really love, like I said, they're not probably going to go edge rusher in the first round. I think there's a lot of talent of edge rushers in the second round that you can get your hands on with one of those picks. You just, in my opinion, you just wouldn't need to take that. Ashton Genty on the board here is very tempting, but like I said, Amari Hampton would be my pick. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna actually trade. We've got a couple of teams here that are willing to move up. So if we go trade with the Colts, we'll be moving down 4 spots. And I actually would like to move down with the Bengals. So we're gonna ask for their 17th overall pick plus their 49th pick. And also let's try to get one more pick when it comes down to it. And it went through. So we traded with the Bengals. We moved down 7 spots. We got their 17th overall pick. They gave us their second round pick, which is the 49th overall and 117 overall. With the 10th pick, the Bengals moved up and they took Will Johnson, cornerback out of Michigan. Luther Burden III went to the 49ers with the 11th pick overall. Ashton Genty falls to the Dallas Cowboys at pick 12, which is awesome for them. Mike Green goes to the Dolphins at 13. Josh Simmons out of Ohio State goes to the tackle out of Ohio State goes to the Colts at 14. Benjamin Morrison, cornerback out of Notre Dame, goes to the Falcons at 15. Shamar Stewart, edge rusher out of Texas A&M, goes to the Arizona Cardinals at 16, and the Bears are on the clock here. And we have a good scenario here with Calvin Banks Jr., Walter Nolan, and Mikael Williams on the board here. Armad Membo is also getting some hype right now as well. But if this fell the way it did, I think Calvin Banks is a pick here. So we're gonna just take Calvin Banks and not think about it twice. I think Calvin Banks is too he's too damn talented to be ignored in that situation. If we're moving down and we're picking up those extra picks, we could have grabbed Calvin Banks at 10. I would have been happy with that. But we're moving down 7 spots and we got him there. I think that's a great scenario for us. So we're on the board here. We have we have 4 top edge rushers that we can pick from. Donovan Ruku I probably pronounced that wrong, but I apologize. Landon Jackson from Arkansas, Princely Umanamilin, as best as I can get it, and JT Tumalo from Ohio State, edge rusher. Um, in this scenario, I honestly like Donovan, and the reason why is because of his PFF grade, his sacks, his hits, hurries, all that is awesome. Plus, In addition, the Hurries were there as well the year before, and the hits. Um, Also his schedule, he played some top end talent, so I would be comfortable grabbing him here. All right. Well, in our video, we did say that we needed a safety, right? So in this scenario, we have a 41st pick and a 49th pick since we got that 49th pick from the Bengals. So in this scenario, we can go after the best safety on the board here, which would be Xavier Watts. And if we go scroll to safeties here, Sebastian Castro is probably the next guy here. Watts would be the pick, I think. Tyler Booker would be in consideration for us. And I think that our next pick, we're probably going to lean towards running back. I really like Cam Scatterbo. I think that he's probably the best pass catcher in this draft. He's not as explosive though as like a Jahmyr Gibbs would be. I know that Ben Johnson really wants to find his next Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't see him being that. Travion Henderson to me is more explosive. Dylan Sampson, I think he gets a lot of hype. I'm not sure how good he is though. He could be more explosive though. So I think the pick here is going to be Xavier Watts. All right. So Cam Scannaboo is on the actual board still, but we're not going to go with him here. Or are we? We could wait. We could we could try to see if Travion Henderson falls to us in the next round. So if we don't do that though, we're probably taking Donovan Jackson. We're reaching on him right here. So all right, we'll go with Cam Scannaboo here. All right. And then number 72 overall, we could take Gunnar Helm. We do need a tight end. Jonah, a tackle. Marcus Mubo, I think, would be the pick here. And 117 overall, our final pick. Let's see if we can get a defensive tackle here. Defensive interior. We've got Riley Mills. We've got Joshua Farmer. Don't like those numbers. Riley Mills looks good. Let's go with him. I don't know much about Riley Mills, I'll be honest, but he had some good PFF grades. All right, so this is a solid grade. We've got a minus from PFF. The worst pick that we made, it looks like it was Riley Mills at round 4, but we did have 3 second round picks and a third and a fourth and a first. We got a B plus with the Kelvin Banks Jr., an A with the Donovan, and A minus with this Cam Scattaboo. I really like this a lot. I think that I don't think they're wrong by giving me an A. I do think that I deserved an A in this one, but then again, I'm gonna say I deserved an A every time. I like it though. I enjoy this one. All right, we're gonna start a new one here, and we're gonna bring in our special guest so that she can come in and give her picks. We're gonna do 4 rounds here, and for the sake of this video, we are not gonna trade any of these picks. We are gonna just go and we're gonna straight up just see who she picks. So without further ado, here she comes. Maya, we are bringing my daughter Maya in right now to give her picks, and I'm gonna give her the other headphone. You gotta put it in. Okay, Maya. So go ahead and talk. Actually, let's put this on regular speaker so we could do this easier. All right, go ahead and talk now. Say hi, my name is Maya.
Hi, my name is Maya.
And you're gonna help your dad today make some picks, right?
And I'm gonna help my dad today make some picks.
So Maya's no expert here, but she did predict that Jamar Chase was actually going to be a top pick in the fantasy draft last year. She helped me when I was deciding who to pick as my keeper. And yeah, that might be a result of her watching her favorite show, Paw Patrol. Because what? Chase is always on the case, right? But that's besides the point because she still helped me, and we're gonna just see what she could do here in this scenario. So the Bears are here at 10. We're gonna enter this draft, Maya, and you're gonna make the picks. Anybody that you see here, you want to hit the start button? She hits the start button. Okay, Maya. So the Bears need a running back, a center, a guard, and an edge. These are your players on the board right here. So when you see a player that you want, you hit the draft button. So go ahead. You scroll and you hit the player that you want. Maya's getting pretty far down the board. Don't go that far. Who are you seeing? Who are you seeing right now that you like? So the wide receiver, that's a wide receiver. They don't need a wide receiver. So let's pick a player that they need. So let's go up a little bit more. Let's start from the top again. You can go through it one more time. So you're going to pick a player from here. Josh Simmons. Okay. So Maya would like to select Josh Simmons from Ohio State, and he is a tackle, like I said, from Ohio State. Josh Simmons is an interesting pick. We're going to let her hit the draft button there. I think that Josh Simmons is a good pick. I think that we can all agree that he'd be a good pick if he wasn't injured. But who knows? He could be the best tackle in this class. All right. So now she's in the second round here with her pick 39th pick overall. She's deciding who she wants to take here. She's thinking hard about it. She's going to tell her dad who she wants to select. Who do you got your eyes on? Give us some audio here. Tell us what you're thinking.
I'm thinking this one.
When you say this one, click on them so they could see. Okay, so she's thinking Caleb Johnson, running back from Iowa Hawkeyes. Now, this is a great pick. I think, personally, the Bears need to upgrade their running back class. Johnson had a breakout season. He is a bigger back. He could pair very well with DeAndre Swift if they decide to keep him. I think it'd be a great 1-2 punch. So, regardless, this is Maya's pick, but I do like the pick. Go ahead and hit the draft button. Okay, so we're on the clock now with pick 41. We have, to recap, we have drafted the tackle from Ohio State, Josh Simmons, in the first round, and Caleb Johnson in the second round. We've filled two needs already, which was offensive line and running back. Maya's thinking hard about this third pick here. Tell us what's on your mind.
That.
Maya wants to go offensive line again, which is very interesting. This prospect, Ozzy Trapilo from Boston College. Only 2 sacks this year, 1 hit, 0 last year, 3 hits last year. 76.7 PFF grade in 2024 and a 74.9 in 23. Solid player overall. Honestly, I've been looking at a lot of these prospects, guys, and it seems like go ahead and press the draft button. It seems like a lot of these Boston College players are underrated, in my opinion. So I don't mind the pick at all. We need offensive line, and I think that it's a solid pick. All right, so the 72nd pick here overall is coming up. This is going to be the final pick of the evening for Maya. She did a fabulous job so far. We're only doing 4 rounds for her, but she has done excellent. Oh, and she hits the draft button, and it ends up being a cornerback from Kansas. So PFF didn't like the last couple picks, but they did enjoy the first 2, which were Josh Simmons and Caleb Johnson. Mello Dotson out of the University of Kansas. It wouldn't be the first time that the Bears took a Kansas player cornerback. I'm sorry, not cornerback, but player overall. But they do need another cornerback, I believe. There's rumors that they might trade Stevenson. Who knows what happens there, if they can develop him or not. But overall, pretty solid pickings, Maya. So will you be joining us next Monday on this mock draft? She's shaking her head yes. Give me a yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us, Maya. This will be posted. If you guys enjoyed Maya, please review. Leave your 5-star review here, your comments, your like this video, and we'll bring it back again next Monday, right?
Yes.
All right. Say, this is CJ here, and this is the end of the Bare Necessity pod. Thank you so much, and until next time.
This is Gigi.
Just say, this is Maya. Bye.
This is Maya. Bye.